Hi, and welcome back to my channel. One of the most direct ways of building an AI strategy is to find the biggest impact AI can have on an organization. For many organizations that have active sales efforts, coming up with an AI strategy for the sales organization will be typically garnering you a lot of attention. And if attention is what you need for your AI strategy, working with the sales organization is a way to fast track your AI initiatives. Let's unpack how we can use AI in the sales organization today and maybe help you leverage sales initiatives into the larger organization in the larger AI strategy. Hi, I'm Steve Murphy. I'm a vice president at ARG, and while I work for ARG, this video is my own and does not represent the views or opinions of my employer. This channel is dedicated to helping business leaders make great decisions. AI is all the rage right now. We're probably in a hype cycle where the industry is overpromising. And so we need to be cautious. We always need to be cognizant that we're certain of what we can deliver. We do that by fully assessing opportunities and running pilots, proof of concepts, and so forth before we decide to make big investments. But one of the ways you can get the company to buy into an AI strategy is by working directly with the sales organization. Sales is frequently the lifeblood of a company. A lot of companies say nothing happens until the sale is made. And that's very true for many organizations. Companies are literally supported by sales. Without sales, the companies eventually grind to a halt. Now, how can AI enhance the sales organization? Well, there are a couple different ways that sales happen within an organization. So you need to understand how your organization actually makes sales. You might be very online focused, or you might be a direct seller focused organization, or you may have distribution channels where selling is targeted to new distribution partners rather than end users. It really just depends upon your sales motion and how transactional the organization's products and services are. Using AI in the sales process comes in a couple of different phases. I'll start with the initial phase, which is generally prospecting or lead generation. And maybe you have a marketing organization that does this for you, but a lot of times it's the sales organization that's responsible for generating their own generating their own prospects. So prospecting with AI can be very helpful, especially with regard to things like marketing attribution. What information were they consuming? Understanding how leads are coming into you and the organization is key. If you know where a potential prospect has consumed information and when they've consumed it, and the likelihood of continuing on the sales journey, we can be much more efficient with our follow-up. And AI can tell you all those things through tracking the digital journey of the customer. And then AI can actually conduct the follow-up strategy for that customer to help move them into a later stage of the sales process. If you have a more traditional prospecting type of operation where you're doing direct prospecting through individual outbound calls or other direct marketing, AI can be very helpful as well. Understanding how potential users are interacting with your prospect communications and suggesting additional ways of reaching out to customers based upon those specific interactions. It's really a way of doing account-based marketing without having to do the deep analysis on individual accounts that you're targeting. The AI platform creates a profile of a prospect as they're interacting. And if you add social profiling to the mix, you can then get a very detailed understanding of the prospect. And the beauty of AI is that people don't need to know the details of the prospect. AI is building the profile and using that insight to develop a targeted communication strategy. To move someone out of the prospect stage into a qualified sales lead, you typically have to communicate with that customer, and AI can be very effective in that automated outreach. Using what they've done in terms of communication they've encountered previously and using different modes of communication, whether it's targeting them online or advertising or targeting them with email campaigns or targeting them with outbound calling and so forth, probably a mix of all of the above, actually. The AI platform can do a great job in understanding where your prospect is and determining how to best reach that prospect directly so qualification can begin. Now, what does qualification typically look like? Well, you want to make sure that your prospect is in a key target market that you're going after. Is the prospect someone who works with the organization at a high enough level to engage appropriately with your sales organization? I.e., do they have the buying responsibility, or are they just an influencer? Are they just a person doing research, or are they active, or are they generating active buying signals? And how would you know? how would you map out that account to figure out how to get the right people over time and so forth into your sales funnel? So AI can be very helpful in determining all of those things. I'm not going to say it's easy. It gets into some pretty sophisticated AI capabilities, but there are service providers that specialize in these particular stages. The next step, we want to move the prospect from the qualification stage to the active selling stage, where we might directly be engaging with that customer and proposing solutions based upon the discovery that we had during the qualification process. AI can be implemented here by doing things like monitoring interactions, scoring calls, doing sentiment analysis, and beginning to project the likelihood of whether that customer is going to buy and how to improve that buying potential. So AI is essentially monitoring their interactions, whether they're via email, phone calls, or even online interactions. And AI can provide real-time feedback on how to increase the sales interaction and move the prospect closer to making a decision. AI can help track the customer through the proposal stage and help you understand how you can make your value proposition, your sales proposition, more specific and more compelling to that particular prospect. AI can also be very effective in automated proposal creation. So if your sales organization is spending a lot of time creating proposals for customers, AI may be able to help you create significant efficiencies in developing proposal materials or marketing materials that are specific to that customer, but without the input of considerable human effort. That's where we get the efficiencies. Next, we want to close that customer. AI can do a great job in helping you understand what the customer is buying, and what considerations the customer is making during that buying process, and crafting a contract or sales closing document that are specifically designed for that customer's concerns and needs. If your sale is transactional, AI can take the lead at closing and do so in an automated fashion. If it's more of a solution sale, AI can help you remember some of the key buying criteria and so forth that were identified early on to help you frame that sales closing effort in a way that is most compelling to the customer and increases your probability of getting that sale. Once the sale is closed, then AI can help the organization fulfill that customer's purchase. Again, all of the context developed over the entire sales cycle, the AI can help customize and prioritize various aspects of your offer to address the specific needs of the customer without human involvement, or certainly without significant human involvement. Because we may not want the machines to take full control over the customer experience when they're just being onboarded, we might want a lighter AI touch at this phase. At least that's been my philosophy over time. If you're interested in finding out more about how AI can help you, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description of this video. My firm represents various AI-enabled partners, and we represent them objectively, helping you find the way to solve your most critical business needs. So I'm always open to having a conversation around what those needs might be and whether or not we might be able to assist in finding you one of our partners. We don't charge for our services, and I can explain our business model when you reach out to me, but it really is a win-win situation. Again, my contact information is in the description of this video. If you got some value out of this video, I'd really appreciate a like or thumbs up, and thank you very much in advance for doing that. And if you want to find your way back to this channel in the future, the best way of doing that is by hitting the subscribe button. That will allow you to return at your convenience. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.